Welcome to a closer look at the USA Washington quarter dollar, a coin that shines with history, beauty, and hidden value. Even when aged or dirty, it reflects America's rich heritage and timeless design, making it a true treasure for collectors and enthusiasts alike. First up, the 1776 1976 Washington quarter stands as one of the most captivating and historically significant coins in American numismatics, representing a blend of patriotic symbolism and modern minting artistry. Issued to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the United States' independence, this coin remains a treasured piece among collectors and historians alike. Though millions were produced, certain varieties, especially those with unique mint errors or exceptionally preserved examples, have reached astonishing values in recent years. Its dual-dated design, featuring both 1776 and 1976, serves as a timeless tribute to the nation's founding, and even in worn or dirty condition, this coin carries a distinct charm and historical weight that appeals to collectors seeking authentic connections to America's bicentennial celebration. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 as a tribute to George Washington, the nation's first president, and over time became a symbol of American resilience and heritage. By the 1970s, the U.S. Mint sought to commemorate 200 years of independence with special bicentennial coinage, leading to the creation of the 1776 1976 quarters, half dollars, and dollars. The Denver Mint D mint mark was one of the primary producers of these coins, striking hundreds of millions for circulation. Yet, despite their common origin, not all quarters are created equal. Some feature rare die varieties, sharp strikes, or unique minting characteristics that set them apart. This coin's issuance during the height of American patriotism added to its cultural impact, as citizens across the country saved them as keepsakes rather than spending them, a practice that would later influence their rarity in pristine condition. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1776 1976 quarter is its distinctive design. The obverse retains John Flanagan's familiar bust of George Washington, a design first introduced in 1932, while the reverse, created by Jack L.R., depicts a colonial drummer alongside a torch of victory encircled by 13 stars, symbolizing the original colonies. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, though special 40% silver collector editions were also produced, with a diameter of 24.3 and a weight of 5.67 grams. The design's elegance lies in its balance of traditional portraiture and celebratory imagery, blending national pride with numismatic artistry. In its original mint luster, the coin's reflective surfaces and bold details stand out, but even a dirty or circulated example retains the strength of its imagery and the story it tells. Despite the high mintage numbers, rarity emerges from subtle but important distinctions. Quarters with strong strikes, deep mirror finishes, or unusual mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers, can be exceptionally scarce and command high premiums. The 1976 D quarters in pristine uncirculated or proof condition are far less common than their circulated counterparts, and their survival in untouched state adds tremendous collector appeal. Coins that were mishandled or corroded over time, though lacking top-grade value, still draw historical interest, especially when their age and patina tell a story of circulation through America's bicentennial era. The rarity of near-perfect specimens, especially those certified by major grading services as MS-67 or higher, ensures these coins remain a highlight in any serious Washington quarter collection. The market value of a 1776 1976 D Washington quarter varies greatly depending on its condition and specific variety. In ordinary circulated or dirty condition, these coins typically hold nominal face value, around 25 cents, but may sell for a few dollars to casual collectors. However, uncirculated or high-grade examples graded MS66 or MS67 by PCGS or NGC can range from $2,500 to $5,000, depending on demand. Exceptional pieces with known minting errors or silver-clad variants may reach several $1,000s at auction, especially when accompanied by authenticated provenance. The steady appreciation of premium examples reflects growing collector interest in modern historical coinage, with the 1976 Bicentennial Series now viewed as an increasingly nostalgic and desirable part of American numismatic history. Collectors drawn to the 1776 1976 quarter often begin by seeking coins that exhibit strong eye appeal, sharp details, and minimal surface wear. Authentication by reputable grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, is vital, as certified coins provide confidence in both condition and authenticity. For preservation, coins should be stored in protective holders or airtight capsules to prevent oxidation or further dirt accumulation, especially for those with potential value beyond face. Engaging with numismatic communities, attending coin shows, and browsing auction catalogs are excellent ways to locate high-grade examples or discover rare varieties. Patience and research are essential when seeking true value in the market for bicentennial quarters. The appeal of the 1776 1976 Washington quarter extends far beyond its metal composition or market price. It embodies a unique chapter in American history, commemorating 2 centuries of independence and progress. For both seasoned numismatists and casual hobbyists, the coin represents a tangible link to national pride and shared heritage. The combination of patriotic symbolism, artistic design, and occasional rarity ensures its enduring popularity among collectors of all generations. Even examples that are worn, tarnished, or dirty maintain their collectible significance, offering a reminder that value in numismatics extends beyond mere condition. It also lies in the story a coin carries. In summary, the 1776 1976 Washington quarter remains a cornerstone of 20th-century American coinage, celebrated for its historical resonance and enduring charm. From its origins in the bicentennial celebration to its continued demand among collectors, this coin captures the essence of American spirit and craftsmanship. Whether preserved in brilliant mint state or found in well-circulated form, each quarter serves as a miniature monument to the nation's 200-year legacy. As time passes, its importance in both historical and numismatic contexts only deepens, making the 1776 1976 Washington quarter not just a collectible coin, but a lasting piece of American history. Next up, the 1984 Washington quarter holds a distinctive place in American numismatic history as one of the more intriguing coins from the late 20th century. While it was produced for regular circulation, certain rare varieties and exceptional condition examples have made this issue especially valuable to collectors. Over the years, it has gained attention not merely for its age but for the unique minting anomalies that emerged from the Denver Mint during that era. Even a dirty or heavily circulated specimen carries a layer of historical authenticity, symbolizing everyday commerce in Reagan-era America, while also serving as a potential gateway into the fascinating world of modern coin collecting. For enthusiasts, the 1984 quarter embodies the balance between familiarity and discovery, an ordinary coin with the potential to be extraordinarily rare. Minted during a time of renewed national optimism, the 1984 Washington quarter was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the U.S. Mint's most active facilities. The coin was part of the ongoing Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to honor the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The 1980s marked a transitional phase for American coinage, as the U.S. Mint had fully shifted from silver to copper-nickel clad materials and modernized many of its production techniques. Yet, despite technological advances, small minting errors and quality inconsistencies persisted, making this period particularly interesting for collectors of mint varieties. The 1984 D issue does not commemorate a specific event, but it reflects an era when U.S. coinage maintained strong traditional imagery amid changing times. The design of the 1984 D Washington quarter continues the timeless work of sculptor John Flanagan. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of George Washington, the inscription Liberty above his head, and the motto In God We Trust to the left. The date, 1984, appears below, accompanied by the D mint mark identifying Denver's production. The reverse displays a majestic bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches symbolizing peace and strength, with the inscriptions United States of America and EPLURIBUS UNUM encircling the design. Struck from a copper-nickel clad composition with a pure copper core, the coin measures 24.3 in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams. In pristine condition, the coin's surfaces reveal sharp detailing, crisp edges, and lustrous reflections, though dirty or worn pieces often hide this brilliance beneath decades of circulation. What elevates the 1984 D quarter's interest among numismatists are its rare die varieties and striking errors. Certain examples display notable defects, such as double die obverse strikes, off-center impressions, or filled mint marks, features that can transform an otherwise common quarter into a coveted rarity. Additionally, coins with extremely high strike quality or those preserved in mint-state condition have become increasingly scarce, given that most 1984 quarters were heavily circulated. The Denver Mint produced over 500 million of these coins, but true rarities exist within that vast number due to minute production anomalies. Condition remains the greatest determinant of value. An uncirculated example with bright luster and flawless surfaces is far more desirable than one dulled by wear and dirt, even though the latter still carries historical significance. The market value of a 1984 D Washington quarter can vary dramatically based on its grade and attributes. Circulated or dirty coins typically retain only face value, around 25 cents, though collectors might pay up to $1 or $2 for average examples. However, high-grade certified pieces graded MS66 or above can command prices between $3,500 and $4,500, and coins with confirmed error varieties may reach values exceeding $6,000 at specialized auctions. In some cases, exceptional double die or off-metal strikes have sold for several $1,000s, depending on provenance and demand. Over the past decade, interest in late 20th century quarters has grown steadily, fueled by collectors seeking transitional coins that bridge the classic and modern eras of U.S. minting. For collectors seeking the 1984 D quarter, careful observation and authentication are crucial. When inspecting coins, pay attention to the clarity of the mint mark, sharpness of Washington's hair detail, and the precision of the eagle's feathers, signs of a well-struck example. Submitting coins for certification through professional services such as PCGS or NGC can significantly enhance their marketability and ensure accurate grading. Collectors should store valuable pieces in protective holders or archival quality flips to prevent further contamination, especially for coins already showing signs of dirt or oxidation. Joining numismatic societies, attending coin shows, or participating in reputable online auctions can also help in identifying genuine high-value varieties while avoiding counterfeits or overgraded pieces. The 1984 D Washington quarter holds a subtle but enduring allure that goes beyond its face value or metallic worth. It represents a snapshot of American history in the 1980s, a period of modernization, patriotism, and economic confidence. The familiar image of George Washington evokes both tradition and stability, while the eagle on the reverse reminds collectors of national strength and unity. For many enthusiasts, even a weathered or grimy example carries the nostalgic appeal of everyday use, linking modern collectors to the millions of hands through which these coins once passed. This blend of accessibility and potential rarity gives the 1984 D its enduring popularity among both casual and serious numismatists. In conclusion, the 1984 D Washington Quarter stands as an understated yet historically meaningful entry in the long-running Washington Quarter series. Its combination of classic design, potential for rare errors, and increasing collector demand ensures that it remains an appealing acquisition in the numismatic market. Whether found in brilliant mint state or in a dirty, circulated condition, each coin offers a tangible connection to American coinage history. For collectors willing to look beyond its modest appearance, the 1984 D Quarter can represent not only a rewarding find, but also a lasting reminder that even the most ordinary coins can conceal extraordinary stories and value. Next up, the 1985 D Washington Quarter is one of those understated yet fascinating coins that remind collectors how even a modern-era issue can hold exceptional numismatic intrigue. Minted during a period when the Washington Quarter series had become a familiar sight in every pocket, this particular issue has since developed a reputation for harboring elusive minting varieties and remarkable preservation examples. While millions were struck for circulation, the 1985 D Quarter's appeal lies in its subtle variations, production quality, and historical timing. For serious collectors, it represents a bridge between the traditional artistry of mid-century coinage and the technological precision that would define later decades. Even when found in dirty or heavily circulated condition, its connection to a pivotal era in U.S. minting makes it a desirable piece for anyone who appreciates the evolution of American coinage. The coin was minted at the Denver Mint, identifiable by the small D mint mark on the obverse, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. The mid-1980s were a significant era for U.S. currency, as the economy was recovering from inflationary pressures, and coin production was stabilizing after years of fluctuating demand. The Washington Quarter, first introduced in 1932 to celebrate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, remained a cornerstone of U.S. coinage. By 1985, it had already seen over 5 decades of continuous production, embodying a legacy of consistency and familiarity. Though the 1985 D Quarter was not issued to commemorate a specific event, its creation during the Reagan administration, a time of renewed patriotism and economic optimism, lends it an understated historical resonance. The Denver Mint's precise striking standards ensured quality output, yet small imperfections and unique die anomalies during this period would later become the source of some of the coin's most valuable varieties. Visually, the 1985 D Washington Quarter continues the classic design by sculptor John Flanagan, whose portrayal of George Washington remains one of the most enduring images in American numismatics. The obverse features Washington's right-facing bust, with the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1985 anchoring the composition. The reverse showcases the American bald eagle perched proudly on a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches and surrounded by the legends United States of America and EPLURIBUS UNUM. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition over a pure copper core, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 in diameter. Though most examples have lost their original mint luster through decades of use, An uncirculated or proof-quality specimen reveals striking sharpness and reflective surfaces that highlight Flanagan's artistic precision. The rarity of the 1985 D quarter arises not from low mintage, more than 520 million were struck, but from the survival of pristine or error-laden examples. Coins struck with die cracks, doubled dies, or off-center impressions are considered the most desirable. Some varieties show anomalies in the D mint mark or subtle doubling in the lettering of Liberty, adding intrigue for collectors who enjoy the hunt for unique errors. Another factor affecting rarity is condition. Because most quarters from this era were heavily circulated, high-grade examples, MS66 or better, are exceptionally hard to find. A dirty or corroded specimen holds mainly sentimental or historical value, but discovering one with a sharp strike and minimal wear can mean uncovering a rare piece that survived decades of circulation relatively unscathed. Market values for the 1985 D Washington quarter vary widely depending on condition and uniqueness. In average circulated condition, the coin typically holds only its face value of 25 cents, though collectors might pay a small premium of $1,900 to $2,900 for better preserved examples. However, mint-state specimens graded MS66 or higher by PCGS or NGC can command between $4,300 and $5,800, while near-flawless MS67 coins are extremely scarce and can sell for upwards of $7,700 or more. The most valuable examples, those featuring dramatic minting errors or pristine proof-like surfaces, have been known to reach several $1,000s at major auctions. These market trends underscore the growing appreciation for high-grade modern-era quarters among numismatists seeking affordable, yet historically significant pieces with long-term investment potential. For collectors hoping to identify and preserve a valuable 1985 D quarter, careful handling and examination are key. Coins should be inspected under magnification to detect minor doubling, die cracks, or other striking anomalies that could enhance their value. Submitting promising examples to grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC) can authenticate their condition and secure a reliable valuation. Storage also plays an important role. Keeping coins in acid-free holders, capsules, or albums helps prevent further deterioration, especially for pieces already showing dirt or tarnish. Networking with fellow collectors through numismatic associations or attending coin shows can also reveal valuable insights and opportunities to acquire or trade for high-grade examples. Beyond its monetary value, the 1985 D Washington quarter embodies a period of American history defined by confidence, continuity, and craftsmanship. It represents an era when traditional designs still dominated the nation's circulating coinage, even as the mint was preparing for the technological and artistic changes that would arrive in the 1990s. For many collectors, the appeal lies not just in its physical attributes, but in its role as a symbol of a generation. Coins that quietly documented the daily lives of millions of Americans during a time of cultural and economic transformation. In the broader context of numismatic collecting, the 1985 D Washington quarter remains an intriguing pursuit for those who appreciate hidden rarity within modern circulation issues. It offers a reminder that even coins still commonly found in change can harbor extraordinary potential when examined closely. Whether found in pristine condition or tarnished by decades of handling, each 1985 D quarter carries with it a piece of American heritage. For collectors, it is both a testament to enduring design and a subtle invitation to look beyond the surface, proving that the beauty and value of a coin often lie in the details that time has left behind. Next up, the 1997 D Washington quarter stands as a remarkable example of how modern-era U.S. coinage can still capture the imagination of numismatists. though it was produced for everyday circulation. Certain examples of this coin have become highly prized for their scarcity in pristine condition, and for rare minting anomalies that elevate their value far beyond face. This coin, minted just before the introduction of the popular 50-state quarters program in 1999, represents the final years of the classic Washington design before a major transformation in U.S. coinage aesthetics. Collectors are drawn to the 1997 D quarter, not only for its transitional significance, but also for the intriguing mint varieties that occasionally emerge. Even in a very dirty or worn state, this coin carries an aura of history, embodying the final chapter of a design that had graced American pockets for over 6 decades. Minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The 1997 D Washington Quarter was part of the long-running Washington Quarter series that began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The Denver Mint, known for its precision and high output, produced over 595 million quarters that year, yet not all were created equal. The coin was issued during a period of great anticipation within the numismatic community, as collectors and the general public awaited the introduction of the State Quarters series, which would revolutionize American coin collecting. The 1997 D Quarter, therefore, serves as a historical bridge between the traditional Washington design and the vibrant, state-themed quarters that followed. While it does not commemorate a particular event, its production in the late 1990s symbolizes both continuity and change in U.S. minting history. The design of the 1997 D Quarter continues the classic work of sculptor John Flanagan, whose portrait of George Washington has endured as one of the most iconic in American numismatics. The obverse showcases Washington's right-facing bust, framed by the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, with the date 1997 and the D mint mark appearing below. The reverse design features a heraldic eagle clutching a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches, a motif symbolizing strength, readiness, and peace. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy with a pure copper core, weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.3 in diameter. In high-grade examples, the coin's surfaces display a brilliant luster and sharply defined details, particularly around the eagle's wings and Washington's hairline. However, in dirty or circulated condition, much of this brilliance fades, leaving behind a subdued but dignified appearance that tells the story of decades of use. Rarity in the 1997 D Washington Quarter primarily emerges from a combination of condition and error varieties. While hundreds of millions were struck, few survive in flawless mint state, particularly those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services. Some notable minting errors from the Denver Mint include double-die obverses, off-center strikes, and coins struck on planchets intended for other denominations, such as dimes or nickels. These rare anomalies can elevate the coin's desirability tremendously. Additionally, examples with full, well-struck details and clean fields are much harder to find due to the mint's high-speed production process in the 1990s. For collectors, even subtle errors, like die cracks or filled mint marks, can make a standard 1997 D Quarter a true rarity worth examining closely. In terms of market value, the 1997 D Washington Quarter exhibits a wide range depending on grade and uniqueness. Circulated and dirty examples typically hold only face value, around 25 cents, though they might fetch up to $5,000 from casual collectors seeking date and mint mark fillers. However, uncirculated coins graded MS-66 can command prices between $6,000 and $7,000, while top-tier MS-67 examples, particularly those with exceptional eye appeal, can sell for $7,500 to $8,000 or more. Rare minting errors, depending on severity and documentation, have fetched auction prices well above $8,500, with certain double-die or off-metal strikes occasionally exceeding $9,200. These high-end examples highlight how subtle minting distinctions can dramatically increase value, even for a coin that remains common in general circulation. For collectors interested in acquiring or identifying a valuable 1997 D quarter, attention to detail and proper authentication are essential. Start by examining coins under good lighting and magnification, focusing on Washington's portrait, lettering, and mint mark for doubling, die breaks, or other irregularities. Submitting coins to established grading services such as PCGS or NGC is strongly recommended, as certification not only confirms authenticity but also enhances resale value. To preserve the coin's condition, collectors should avoid cleaning dirty specimens, as improper cleaning can permanently reduce value. Instead, store coins in non-PVC holders or airtight capsules to prevent further contamination and tarnishing. Networking with other collectors, attending coin shows, or browsing online auction archives can also help in identifying desirable varieties and understanding fair market prices. The 1997 D quarter's appeal lies in its position at a turning point in American coinage history. It marks the end of an era, the last of the traditional Washington quarters before the state quarters program brought a surge of new designs and collectors to the hobby. For longtime numismatists, this coin represents stability and craftsmanship, while newer collectors see it as a stepping stone into modern collecting. Its enduring design, combined with the scarcity of top-grade examples, ensures that it continues to hold relevance in the numismatic world. Even in dirty or heavily circulated condition, the 1997 D quarter is a tangible piece of that transitional moment, its surfaces bearing silent witness to everyday American life just before a new collecting phenomenon began. In conclusion, the 1997 D Washington quarter is far more than a common pocket change relic. It is a piece of numismatic history bridging tradition and innovation. Its craftsmanship, potential for rare minting errors, and growing collector interest make it a noteworthy addition to any serious coin collection. While most examples remain accessible, the finest and most unusual pieces command significant premiums, reflecting the continued appreciation for high-quality modern-era coins. As time passes and pristine specimens become scarcer, the 1997 D quarter's value, both monetary and historical, is likely to deepen. Whether found tarnished in change or shining in a protective holder, it stands as a testament to America's enduring numismatic legacy and the artistry of the Washington Quarter series.